Earlier tonight, you talked about how the KKK, they were Democrats. How would you respond to David Duke openly supporting Donald Trump?
I would respond in this way. It's very interesting that in the entire ensemble of the KKK universe, a universe that, by the way, started in the 1860s, I bet you if I probed you, you can't name a single other leader of the Klan, can you?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. Here's why. Because if we made a list of all the KKK leaders from 1866 to now, all the grand wizards and grand Kleagles of the Klan, and listed them all and wrote their party affiliation right next to it, do you realize that 95% of them would be Democrats?
All right, but I'm talking about the one now. Like, how do you?
Right, because it's very important for you. This is what I call fake history. You cling to the one guy and you try to use the exception to create a new rule. Even though the generalization applies on the other side, you get to hide that fact by pointing to this one guy. If you can pin David Duke on Trump, you get to excuse all the Democratic lynchings and murders and hangings. There were Democratic barbecue parties while people were hanging from trees. You get to cover all that up and take all that vicious history and pin it on Trump, even though he has nothing to do with it. He grew up in New York City, for God's sake, and in Queens, and you get to blame that guy for all this stuff that people like the Clintons were part of. Clinton's mentor was Orville Forbes, the Arkansas governor, who stood in the Arkansas schoolhouse and blocked black children from getting in. You hear the media talking about that? No, because they cover up for people like Clinton and Obama, and they try to flip the blame onto Trump. So this is the transaction I'm trying to blow the whistle on.
Lincoln was elected to unite a country and stop slavery. Democrats smeared him, went to war against him, assassinated him. Now their target is Trump. They say he's a racist, a fascist. But who are the real racists and fascists? A nation dies, but its people are not free. It's now up to us to save America a second time.